Good morning. Hope everyone's doing well today. It's Saturday, March the 28th. I started giving the dates at the beginning of these things so I remember which one I'm doing. Anyway, I don't really have a big story for you today, like, something from my childhood or from my coaching days or something like that. But in a sense, it's a much bigger story for me. And this is actually take 42 because I've cried during the first 41 takes of this video. Our daughter Keely has been working for a group called Global Brigades, and she was stationed in Honduras. And we've spent the better part of 2 weeks, maybe more, trying to find a way to get her home. And she finally arrived home yesterday afternoon. So she's here from Honduras through the States and traveling on various flights to try to get back to Charlottetown. So she's self-isolating. I prepare a bucket of fish heads for her every day, so she's well nourished, so don't need to worry about her. Not really. I mean, she'll get proper food. Anyway, we're really excited and very thankful to have her home. And those two pictures behind me, I think this one was by Keely and that one is by Riley. Those are their versions of Wild Things, which they did in grade 2. I think they hate the fact that we have those up on the walls, but we love them. We love the pictures and we love our daughters. But it's wonderful having Keely home, and we're really thankful to all the people that helped us. We've been pestering politicians and people that we know that work with international agencies, and them and their assistants and people like that have been really great, offering us lots of support and emotional support. And some of them work to help Keely get home. So we're really thankful for all of that. And just a quick word about tomorrow. We will do a morning prayer service from St. Paul's. And that'll be going live at 10 o'clock. You can find us through the St. Paul's Facebook page. And if we manage, we will get a copy of it that we can also put on YouTube. And actually, I was thinking about what we should name these little things that I'm doing in the morning. I think we call it morning reflections. And there's no mirror. Isn't that weird? There's no mirror, and yet we call it morning reflections. So if you have suggestions for names that we could give this, and I might actually try to edit this one a little bit before we just put these up raw, so I might try to put a title thing on. If you saw my name here, right, or something like that, then you know that I tried to do a little bit of editing. I don't watch a lot of YouTube videos, like podcasts and things like that. But there's one that I do watch, and that's by Brent Butt. Butt Pod, I think it's called. That's a cool name. I want to come up with a cool name like that, for these things. Brent Butt is the guy behind and in front of Corner Gas. You might remember him. Seems like a regular kind of guy. I was watching him the other day. I'm thinking, if Brent Butt was an Anglican priest, right? I mean, it'd be pretty much me. He seems like a regular kind of guy. Not like that fancy Derek Edwards guy always wearing the suit. Derek Edwards is another Canadian comedian that I like. I don't think he's all that. I mean, he does wear a suit, but I don't think he's all that fancy. Derek Edwards, right? I always get Derek Edwards and Derek Miller mixed up. Like Derek Edwards, he's the Canadian comedian. Derek Miller is a First Nations blues guitarist that I really like. I don't get them mixed up. I get their names mixed up, right? So anyway, I don't know why I'm mentioning them. Check out Derek Miller's videos. I think he has a show on APTN as well. I checked it out when it first came on, but then I forgot what it was called, so I don't know if it's still Anyway, all three of them do probably do podcasts like this that are way better than this one. So I'm going to try to do a little bit of editing. Maybe I'll edit out all that stuff about Canadian comedians and blues guitarists that I like. So tomorrow, I just want to mention this quickly before I stop. Tomorrow, it's the reading has to do with the raising of Lazarus, and it's a really weird reading. I mean weird in the best possible sense, but it's probably scheduled for this Sunday because we're only 2 weeks away from Easter. I mean, that's so weird in this time to think that we're this far into Lent. But it's that story about Lazarus is probably there because it's like a resurrection story. It's very different. It's not actually a resurrection, more like a resuscitation or something like that. But it's probably there just to show that. But I think I want to focus. You see, today it's a white knuckle day. Every Saturday is a white knuckle day for clergy as we polish sermons. I have to make one up first before I can start to polish it. So today's going to be white knuckle day. I'm going to edit this videotape to avoid writing a sermon. But anyway, I think I'm going to focus on Mary and Martha in that story, because I think that's really what the story is about, and some of the things that Jesus is accomplishing there. One of the things I'm thinking about talking about is next week it's Palm Sunday, but sometimes we call it Passion Sunday, and we sometimes refer to the Passion of Christ as those events that take place between Palm Sunday and Easter. But the Passion really is about everything Jesus does. So there's your thought for the day. Maybe that's maybe what we'll call this thing. I don't know. Email me or whatever your suggestions for this, and coffee with Clark. I don't know, something like that. Clergy coffee chat. I don't know. I like alliterations and I like puns. So if you can come up with an alliteration that's also a pun, that would be really cool. I'll claim it as my own. No, I won't. I'll credit whoever's I choose. I'll credit you. There's no cash value though. So anyway, looks like I'm up to 8 minutes, so I better sign off. Before I do that, I'll just say, God bless. I hope you have a wonderful day. Amen.